Gemini, hello. Welcome to your September 2025 monthly reading. This is going to be general, you guys, so the message may not resonate with everybody. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You can always check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs, or you can book a private reading with me through my website, which is linked down below in the description box. So we're going to do a general overview of the month for you guys. We'll pull some oracles and then we'll look into your love life. So let's see what's going on with my beautiful Gemini collective for September. What is Gemini's overall energy, please, for September 2025? Show me Gemini. What is Gemini dealing with? Can you guys believe it's already September? Like, where has the year gone? I mean, personally, for me, it's been quite an eventful year. Like, a lot's happened. I've done so much, but it still feels like it went by so fast. All right, interesting. So, Gemini, if you guys have Taurus in your chart, you may want to check out the Taurus reading, as they got the exact same card in their first card out. So, a little bit of a challenging energy showing up for you this month, Gemini. With the Five of Wands here, this is a little bit of the energy of conflict surrounding you. This could be conflict in your external world, or this could be conflict in your internal world, okay? Bit of a struggle energy here. There could also be a lot of competition, so depending on what you guys are doing. Oh my God, I was going to pull a clarifier. We got the Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck too. Depending on what you're doing in your life, you could be involved in something of a competitive nature here. Let's pull a clarifier to see more specifically what this is about. Ooh, Five of Cups too. Damn, Gemini. I was going into this with such a positive energy, and you guys are getting some challenging energy. You know, the energy can always turn around, so stay tuned, Gemini. So we've got the Five of Cups here. Some of you guys are struggling, and this struggle is kind of got you in the energy of being worried, okay? Being scared that something might not turn out the right way or the way that you hope, because you're dealing with so much challenges, okay? Also, what I'm seeing here is some of you guys could be having a difficult month in September because maybe you're feeling a little bit off, feeling a little bit at odds with yourself, feeling like you're dealing with some depression, okay, some sort of grief here, okay? There's some sort of energy surrounding loss or grief or sadness with the Five of Cups, okay? Some of you guys, what I'm seeing here is there was like possibly like a job or an opportunity that you're competing for that you may have not received or you may not receive here. And you could be very upset in the month of September over not receiving this opportunity, okay? But with the Ace of Pentacles, I mean, I do feel like there could be another opportunity coming towards you. But whatever, it's like there's something here that you're like competing for that you either are very doubtful that it's going to happen, which, you know, when you're in competition, Gemini, you have to have more confidence in that for things to work out, okay? If you're already telling yourself that something's not going to work out, chances are you're not going to get it, because what is the energy that you're putting out into the universe, okay? So the card says opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. So Gemini, also want to say, like, don't compare yourself to others, especially if you are involved in anything with a competitive nature here. You know, comparison is the thief of joy here, Gemini. So try not to compare yourself to other people. You know, use it as motivation. If you think someone's doing better than you, or someone is more skilled or talented than you, then try to use it as motivation to better yourself, okay? There's always going to be another opportunity. There's always going to be a next time. Let's look at what your biggest block is. I don't want to spend too much time focusing on this energy. What is Gemini's biggest block in September? Oh, wow. It got like awfully dark outside out of nowhere. I think it looks like it's going to rain, you guys. Well, those clouds could be representation of this like gloomy energy that's coming in for you. Could be seeing a lot of fives as well. There could be a lot of major changes and shifts happening for you in September with that five energy, okay? So we have the 7 of Wands in your blocked position here, Gemini. Okay. So again, it feels like everybody's against you this month. Oh my goodness. You guys, if you have Taurus in your chart or significant Taurus placements, please go watch their reading, because again, it's like almost similar type of energy showing up in your reading and theirs. Okay, could be for you guys though, it more feels like this energy of feeling like everybody's against you, or maybe you're feeling very misunderstood. Again, feeling at odds with people, like people are not able to see your vision, Gemini, or see why you want to do something. The card says, be assertive, don't back down from what you believe, courageously stand up for yourself. Okay, you could be feeling like people are being difficult in the way that, like, again, everybody's kind of turning against you, or you're feeling like there could be some people around you that are trying to push their like assertive or authoritative energy on you, and you are being guided to kind of stand up for yourself. Okay, so the universe could be bringing in situations where people are trying to overpower you in order to try to get you to stand up for yourself even more. Okay, some people could be challenging your beliefs, challenging your ideas here, but that doesn't mean that you need to change the way that you look at things. That doesn't mean that you need to change your outlook. Those are not your people, Gemini. Sometimes when we're going through a shift, we start to notice that the people around us are no longer aligned with us. So this could actually be indicating that you're aligning with a new type of energy, that you're raising your frequency, you're raising your vibration, and the people around you are no longer aligned with you. So all of a sudden, you're feeling all at odds with the people that you may normally surround yourself with. Okay, let's see what you need to let go of. But it's almost like this feeling of you being under attack, or that like everybody's out to get you. All right. Oof. September is showing up as a difficult month so far for the signs here. We have the 7 of Winter. So there, you know what, Gemini, there you go. There could be people jealous of you around you. There could be people trying to sabotage you, or there could be this energy of self-sabotage, right? We saw that 5 of Cups, which is telling me that your doubts here are not helping your situation at all. The card says there's a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. But, you know, the 7 of Swords has to do with deception. Okay, so either you're deceiving yourself in some way, or there could be people around you that are deceptive. There could be people around you that are trying to sabotage you. You know, maybe they do see your vision, Gemini, but they feel like, well, you know, Gemini can't be successful if I can't be successful. You got people around you with very limiting mindsets and limiting beliefs. And if you don't remove these people from your life, Gemini, they're going to try to keep you where they are. People are only comfortable with you if you're at the same place that they are. If you rise above them, if you become more successful than them, if you become more wise than them, if you become better than them, they see you as a threat. Okay, so I really feel like you have people around you who are seeing you as a threat because you're actually improving your life in some way. So try not to like share too much of what your future vision is with these people that are going to belong in your past, okay? Because these people are not coming with you. What do you need to focus on? You could also be seeing a lot of 7s as well. You have 2 7s here. You have a lot of 5 energy and 7 energy showing up in your reading. Okay, we have the 6 of Spring for what you need to focus on. So yeah, Gemini, you are like heading towards some sort of major success here. And again, it feels like there's people around you that want to keep you in their low vibrational energy. Okay, because the 6 of Wands is like success and victory and public recognition, and, you know, possibly being recognized for doing something positive, or for like, you know, good work. Maybe you're trying to be a content creator. You're trying to get known for something or recognized for something. And other people are like, Gemini can't do that. But that's because that's their own limiting mindset towards their own life. Don't let other people tell you what you can and can't do, Gemini. The card says wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices bring rewards, success, and public recognition. So focus on you, focus on the future, Gemini, focus on where you're going, because all these other people, They just want to keep you stuck where they are. Of course, it's hard for them to believe that you can be successful in something when they've limited themselves to wherever they are in their life right now. And they wouldn't think that they could be successful. So they're basically just projecting their own failures onto you. Okay? But this cards are saying that you're moving towards some sort of success and victory here, and that you will be recognized, and you will. Okay? Some of you, maybe you want to be in the spotlight in some way. Okay, you have that star quality, Gemini, but the people that you surround yourself with have a lot to do with where you're going to end up in life. So be very careful who you surround yourself with, Gemini. Surround yourself with people with successful mindsets, not people with lack mindsets, not people with scarcity mindsets, not people who have this failure and struggle mindset. Okay, because that energy is kind of surrounding you this month. Let's look at your future energy. And there, you know what's funny is some of these people actually do believe that you can be successful, but they don't want you to be successful. So they're going to try to bring you back down and sabotage your success here. Okay. So in your future card, we have the 10 of Swords. Damn, again, difficult energy. And I think that the Taurus also got that in their future energy as well, which is interesting. But the 10 of Swords, as difficult as the energy is, it is a 10. So it does indicate that the difficult energy is coming to an end. Okay, the card literally says the resolution of difficulties, a weight being lifted off your shoulders, and the end of addiction and codependency. So some of you guys could be battling an addiction. Some of you guys, okay, this could be for very few of you, or maybe like one or two of you, but maybe some of you guys are struggling with an addiction. And so all the people that you kind of surround yourself with are also struggling with similar things, okay? Addiction could be anything. It doesn't just necessarily have to do with substances, but just for the sake of it, say that you do use substances and everybody you know uses substances, and you bring this up and you're like, you know, I'm going to get sober. I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to do something really good for myself. And these people try to bring you down because they know that they're not ready for that. They know that they're not capable of that. So they're seeing you the same way that they see themselves, right? And so these people are going to, again, just look at you the way that they're looking at themselves, and they're going to try to keep you stuck with them because they know they can't do it. And also, if you were to do it, then that forces these people to look at themselves and hold themselves accountable. Like, well, if Gemini can do it, why can't I do it? Well, because they don't actually want to, or they're not ready, or they're choose focus on those limitations and those limiting mindsets, okay? So let's look at your biggest challenge here, Gemini. But either way, it looks like you're getting through a difficult situation here in September. For Gemini, what's your biggest challenge? What's Gemini's biggest challenge, please, in September? Okay, we have the Chariot, okay? So you are moving towards this success, but your challenge here is being dedicated and having the self-discipline, okay? And really just choosing every day to wake up and move towards that success. There could be times in the month, Gemini, where you feel like you want to be sucked back into your old life, or you want to just, you know, revert back to your old self. But you're going through major changes this month, Gemini. So the card says success that comes from dedication and discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. What did I say? Some of you guys strive to be in the spotlight in some way. And this doesn't necessarily mean that you're trying to be famous, like on a big level or anything, but it's just like, you want to make a name for yourself. You want to make a mark for yourself. You want to leave something of value when you leave this earth. You want to make a legacy here. Okay, so you have the right mindset, Gemini, and you need to take this mindset and you need to run with it. So whenever these people are trying to challenge you or bring you back into this old way, remind yourself what these goals that you have are. Okay, dragonflies could be significant to some of you as well. But you know, I just really feel like if you guys put your mind to it, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but you're going to do it, okay? The Chariot and the Six of Wands both are kind of in a similar energy in the way where it's like success, accomplishments, victory, overcoming challenges. Because you got the Chariot in your challenge position, that is saying you're going to push through and overcome this. And there might be days you feel like you're kind of stuck at a crossroads and you again, like you want to revert back to the old. But as long as you make that decision every time, to continue to move towards your goals and what you want, you're going to make it, Gemini, and you are going to be successful because that's what you want and that's what you strive for and that's what you focus on. Let's look at your biggest opportunity. Ooh, the High Priestess. Baby, we are moving in silence, okay? So listen, we have the moon on the bottom of the deck too. So Gemini, your intuition is so strong in September, okay? Your intuition, those intuitive hints and nudges that you're getting from the universe, your inner voice is speaking very loudly to you. Now, also I want to say is there's power in silence. Move in silence, Gemini, because your power comes from you. When you tell everyone what you're doing, especially people that are not ready to do what you're doing or not ready to hear it or are going to put some sort of negative energy towards you, you're leaking energy. You're leaking away your power. You need to move in silence, Gemini. The card says, trust your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. So right now you're really needing to trust in you. Trust in your own journey, trust in your own choices, your decision. I feel like a lot of you guys have this kind of inner knowing that you're supposed to be successful, that you're supposed to be in the spotlight in some way, or you're supposed to be recognized, or you're supposed to be somebody. You feel like you have a bigger purpose in this life than to just do whatever you're doing right now, okay? But there's something so important for you guys about moving in silence. Let's see what else the universe wants you to know. What else does the universe want Gemini to know, please, for September? So yeah, there's power in silence right now. Because again, when we talk too much to everyone else about what we're doing, we're leaking our energy first of all, and then we're opening ourselves up to other people's negative energy into our life as well. Okay, so we have the Empress here. The card says time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. Oh my God, Gemini, you guys have so much abundance in your future. If only you would believe in yourself. You are planting those seeds, okay? The Empress is an energy of harvest. So you plant the seeds, you nurture those seeds, you nurture your garden, and then you watch your garden grow. And then guess what? In some time, you're gonna have a massive, abundant harvest here. This all because you just planted a seed and took a little bit of time every day to nurture it, okay? So continue doing what you're doing. We do have a lot of challenging energy here, but I definitely see you coming to the end of this and starting to overcome it. And you are planting these seeds in this next month. This is really gonna help you grow into so much abundance. And they're gonna be looking at you like scratching their heads like, how the heck did Gemini do that? They'll never understand because they just don't have what it takes, okay? So that's what I have for you guys. We have Pisces energy here, Cancer energy, Taurus, and Libra. The Empress being your last card is actually so powerful, Gemini. It's such a powerful energy. You're drawing that abundance into your life. You're not calling in the abundance. You're simply aligning with it by removing the limitations. And that's why you feel at odds with all the people around you because they're still living in that limiting mindset. And you're removing those blocks, removing those limitations. And that starts by removing the other people who are thinking in that limited mindset, okay? Let's get your oracles. What does Gemini need to hear, please, for September? We have don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. We have work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. Ooh, and we have a new romantic cycle begins. Okay, beautiful. So some of you guys even have new love coming in. But only when you work through your fears and don't let pride get in your way. Let's get you a career and finance oracle. Career and finance oracle, please, for Gemini. New life. Oh my God. I can't even make this shit up. You may get a fresh start or be called to bring a new perspective to your old job. You may also get a tempting job offer or a new place. Damn, Gemini, you guys are starting to make major changes to your life. And it all starts with this mindset. And I feel like the mindset is something you've already been working on. And now you're ready to actually take action. Okay, we have perspective. If you change the way you look at things, you could see everything in a brand new light that will help you get to where you want. And I feel like that is what you've been working through, Gemini. That's what you've been doing. And this shift is like opening up the possibilities for you, opening up new doors, opening up new ideas, new inspirations, okay? One more, please, for Gemini. Oh my goodness, we got good luck. Your fortune is improving and you will get a lucky break soon. Collect nuggets of wisdom. You will need them in the near future. Message from the universe for Gemini. We have don't lose sight of the truth. You came here to evolve and grow, so it is necessary to experience the difficult times. That's when you will grow the most. There's always a light at the end of a dark tunnel. And let's get an angel number, please, for my Geminis. Angel number for Gemini. Oh, my favorite, you guys. 4444. Blessings in disguise. Obstacles, hardships, strength, building character, and experience. There may be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You've got this. If you've been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. Some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. Oof. Damn, Gemini. I see a major shift taking place for you with all this energy showing up for you guys. All right, let's look at your love life. So this is going to be the person that you are thinking about in September. And Gemini, I will be getting back to my live streams very, very soon. I'm in the process of moving right now. And I think I may have mentioned like my living situation is not ideal at this time. So I don't really have like all the time and space to be able to do readings the way and when I want to do them. So once I move, I will have a lot more freedom. So I will be able to get back to live streams. I'll also be able to, you know, possibly even put more content out. So I'm really excited about that. But let's look into your love reading, Gemini. Show me the person on Gemini's mind. We're going to get all the cards out and then we're going to clarify them. So the person on your mind, we have the Queen of Wands. This could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, okay? This is somebody who's showing up in a very nurturing energy, a very caring energy. Let's see what their overall energy is towards you. This could also be someone who is very financially stable or who is working on financial stability. This is someone who makes decisions very carefully. They need to collect information, you know, I don't want to say logic because that's making me think of like air energy, but like this person makes decisions based on practicality, okay? What's their overall energy towards Gemini, please? They could be a little bit older than you here as well. So we've got the Four of Swords here. So somebody's kind of retreating from the situation here, Gemini. Let's look at the overall energy between you. I feel like all the readings so far for September kind of have a bit of a theme here, which is interesting. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So you're both really focused on your money right now. You're both really focused on your financial independence, on your independence in general, okay? Individuality. How do you see this person? You see them as the King of Cups. And how do they see you? How do they see Gemini? They see you as the Eight of Swords. Okay, give me 1 second, you guys. It is like so hot today. I need to put my AC up a little bit. Close the door. Usually I don't mind just having the window open and like, I don't mind the heat, so I'm okay with that. But it's like, we're having a heat wave right now. It's extremely humid outside. All right, let's see what your feelings are. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and let's see what their feelings are. Page of Wands. What is their current intention? King of Wands. their next actions, Seven of Cups, and the outcome for September, please. The Sun. Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and clarify all of these. So, Gemini, what I'm seeing here is two people who are fairly focused on their money right now, okay? I do feel like there's a little bit of focus on each other. You see this person as the King of Cups. This person, they could be a Scorpio. We also have Leo here. There could be you're looking at this person as someone who's very emotionally secure, emotionally intelligent, okay? You also see them as emotionally available, but they're showing up as someone who's like very, like they know what they want on an emotional level, or at least you see them that way, okay? This person has a lot of qualities that you look for in a relationship. The overall energy between you, I think I already kind of mentioned Nine of Pentacles here. I do see they're both in a very independent energy. You're both very focused on like growing your finances right now. Again, this person's kind of retreating. This could be because they're focusing on their money. They see you as the Eight of Swords. So they're kind of confused about the situation right now between you guys. They're kind of in their head about it. And this is why they're sort of in this Four of Swords energy too, because there's this mental overwhelm. It's almost like they're trying to just retreat until they have a little bit more clarity what's going on in this situation. But I do feel like they could just be overwhelmed in their life in general. Now, in your feelings, you're really wanting to just move slow and take things slow. And that's what it could be confusing this person, because they're viewing you as possibly being stagnant. I see that there's a lot of curiosity here with the Page of Wands. They're wondering what you've been up to, you know, where this is possibly going. They're definitely very intrigued by you, Gemini. I feel like there's a lot of like physical attraction on their end as well. Whereas you're more focused on the emotional attraction. They're a little bit more focused on the physical attraction, okay? This person could feel like you're being a little bit, it's so funny to me because there's something that you're doing that's causing confusion. And I think it's just because you're a little bit cautious and like moving slow. It's almost like they're wondering if you even like them. And this like, the more you kind of move at this pace that you're comfortable with, it makes them more curious about you, okay? They're really wanting to take some sort of action here. They're wanting to take the lead in this situation. They do feel like you're very magnetic here. And but again, there's like something causing confusion with the Seven of Cups and their future actions. It's like they don't really know what they should do about the situation. But I do feel like by the end of the month, there's some sort of clarity that comes in, okay? And it looks like you two are like, there's something positive, like there's a positive shift, or there's more like optimism. So right now, it's almost like you both don't really know where the other person stands. Now, I don't see that there's been any bad blood between you or any sort of conflict or any sort of argument. I feel like this is a fairly new connection, Gemini, and it's just that you don't quite know each other well enough to be able to read the situation with a lot of confidence, okay? So let's go ahead and start clarifying. The Queen of Pentacles for their overall energy, and we have the Empress. So yeah, this person, again, they're very much focused on their abundance, on their self-worth. This person is very focused on trying to become the best version of themselves right now. We have Taurus and Libra energy here. And judging by your general reading, I feel like you're also kind of focused on this energy of trying to become the best version of you that you can be. I feel like this person, they may be like a business owner, or they may be somebody who's, you know, started their own business or like a side hustle or something. But there's, again, this energy between both of you where you're both really focused on becoming financially independent here. This is somebody who likes expensive things, likes luxury, likes high-end stuff, okay? And so they're working really hard to try to be able to afford a lifestyle that really suits them. Tell me about their overall energy towards you with the Four of Swords. Clarify the Four of Swords for their overall energy towards Gemini. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So they're stressing because they feel like you're losing interest in them, okay? So remember how I said you're more focused on the emotional connection and they're more focused on the physical connection. This person's wondering if you're even attracted to them, okay? But maybe they haven't met someone like you, Gemini, who's like more focused on the long-term stability in the emotional stability of a relationship rather than just the chemistry, okay? And this person's kind of wondering if you even, like, they're feeling almost a sense of rejection. They may have tried to make, or they may try to make a physical move on you, and then maybe you tell them you're not ready, and they take that as rejection, okay? So then they kind of like back off. Let's see the 9 of Pentacles for the overall energy between you. We have the Wheel of Fortune here, okay? So you guys have met through some sort of like fated meeting or like destined meeting here. It's almost like the universe has brought you and this person together. I do feel like, again, you're both really focused on expanding your finances, expanding your independence, and evolving and growing as individual people, okay? So there's a reason why you met each other right now, though. Maybe you're not really supposed to come together right at this moment, but you meet this person who's almost like aligned with you in these certain ways, but then it almost feels like there's like certain aspects of the relationship that are out of alignment right now, but that they will come into alignment. Maybe you guys are gonna help each other grow in some way, okay? So you see them as the 10 of Pentacles clarifying the King of Cups. So not only is this person emotionally intelligent, you see them as somebody who's very family oriented as well. Someone who's building a legacy, building wealth. And this is exactly what they are doing with this Empress card here. Remember I said this person wants to, they have this idea in their head of a certain lifestyle that they're trying to attain. And they're really focused on that, okay? So again, I feel like the two of you may not be prioritizing love and relationships at this time, but you may be like prioritizing your money situation, okay? Why do they see you as the 8 of Swords? Clarified by the 2 of Swords. So this person thinks you're avoiding them. They think that you're closed off to this, and they feel ignored by you at this time. And again, okay, let me get your feelings, because you're kind of like in a bit of a stagnant energy when it comes to this person. But again, that could just be you being cautious and kind of taking it slow. Or maybe you're just not sure, 100% sure that this is what you want, okay? You do want to give to this situation, Gemini, and you do want this person's attention. But again, I feel like you're both, like, I'm sorry repeating it, but you're both very focused on your money right now. But you may think that this person needs a little bit too much of your attention, okay? You may be someone, again, Knight of Pentacles. You're someone that moves really slow. You take your time. You're not in a rush to be in a relationship right now, because you're both very focused on building that financial stability. So your attention has to be divided equally between the things you're working on. So whatever is in your future, like whether this person ends up in your future or not, your goals are always going to be in your future. So that's what you're prioritizing, okay? So you are giving your attention to your work and you working on things. Now, this person is seeing that as you basically ignoring them or avoiding them, and they're getting really like confused in their head. It's like they almost feel a little bit restricted in how they can approach you. But again, you doing this, or you like just doing your own thing, is kind of like sparking their curiosity. They could also think that you're getting attention from others, okay? We have the Ace of Swords. So this person is looking for some sort of clarity. Again, there's like confusion, a lot of confusion on their end, but it feels like by the end of the month, they're going to get the clarity that they're looking for. I do feel like this person's going to make an effort to reach out to you more, or like start more conversations. They're really curious about where this relationship could go in the future for both of you. They want more communication though. You may not be the type, it's funny, as a Gemini, I'm saying it, but you know what? Like, I'm not going to stereotype the whole sign of Gemini. Of course, you value communication, but you're focused on something else. So whatever has your attention, whatever has your focus is what you're going to be putting the most energy into. And right now it's not this person. And so they're wanting more of your attention. They're wanting more communication from you. Okay. Tell me about the King of Wands for their intentions. Yeah, they're going to come towards you. They're wanting to come towards you. So they're wanting to feel more confident. They're wanting to fight for this. They're wanting to come towards you. But this confusion and this uncertainty is what's kind of holding them back here with the 7 of Cups. So for the majority of September, I feel like this person's going to be kind of stuck in that confusion energy. They're wondering if they've romanticized the situation between you. They're wondering if they've imagined things, if they're caught up in some sort of illusion here. They're very much stuck in their head here, okay? I also feel like, you know, this person, again, I don't feel like this is an exclusive relationship because it feels like this person may have options. Wow, the Star card, okay? So they're gonna act out of faith here. As confused as they are, I feel like they're gonna act out of a moment of faith. They're like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. If it's meant to be, it'll happen. If not, then oh well. We have the Judgment card here as well. So there's something about them feeling like they're being called towards you, or like acting out of pure faith, acting out of pure hope. There's something that they feel like is quite magical about this relationship here. Tell me about the Sun for the outcome here. I do feel like, again, possibly them reaching out and seeking the clarity from you is what gives them a little more hope and optimism for the future, and which gives them a little more positivity. So let's see what clarifies that. Yeah. So, you know, they're going to communicate with you that they need you to kind of meet them halfway, Gemini, or that like you guys need to compromise a little bit more. I think you're both just really caught up in your own things right now. And again, it doesn't really look like either of you are prioritizing the relationship, but this person, you know, they're a lot more into you than you are into them. Okay. You see potential here, but you have I feel like you're a lot more secure within yourself, and you're like, oh, okay, I already know we're going to be good together. So let's just take it slow. Let's just take our time. Whereas this person's like, if we're going to be good together, why isn't Gemini reaching out to me? Like, there's a lot of anxiety here. Excuse me, you guys. Okay. So that's what I have for you. We have Aquarius energy here, Taurus and Libra, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. I cannot wait to move, you guys, because then I don't have to rush through the readings. I feel like right now I'm like talking so fast, always rushing through everything because I only have like limited time to work right now. So really looking forward to being able to slow down, take my time, and just do things on my own time and do things at my own pace. All right, let's do their sign, and then we'll do the hidden truth as well. So this is if you're dealing with this sign, of course. Let me just give these a good shuffle. All right, so if you are dealing with an Aries, okay, we have the King of Cups, the Two of Wands. The Aries definitely has feelings for you. They overthink what they say to you because their feelings are so strong, and they don't want to come off as like too emotional or like too needy too quickly. So I feel like every time this person responds to you or messages you, they kind of overthink everything that they're going to say to you. They don't want you to know how much they like you yet, but they do like you quite a bit. Taurus also likes you a lot. I feel like they might be a little bit withdrawn, but they feel like you guys are on the same page. So you might both be people who like a lot of alone time. You might both be kind of introverted energies. I feel like they do like you a lot, but they could also be a little bit shy. The Gemini, we have the Empress and the Hanged Man. So the Gemini actually holds you in very high regard here, okay? They have you on a very high pedestal, but they're also held back for some reason. I'm also getting that this person's perspective of you could be changing quite a bit through the month of September in a positive way. The Cancer, okay, the Cancer is keeping their distance from you and giving you the bare minimum here. This Cancer is actually choosing to like breadcrumb you, so they're trying to give you as little as possible. Like, it's like they're not really willing to put in the effort here. The Leo feels rejected by you and they're pissed off about it. The Virgo, we have the Seven of Cups. The Virgo is like really confused about the situation between you. They are interested in you, but they're not sure if you're interested in them, okay? But they also have options. The Libra isn't a third party. They could be married. Yeah, damn. The Scorpio's not sure. They're questioning everything, but they're willing to compromise, okay, in this situation right now. They're essentially just sort of reevaluating everything. They're really wanting to see if you'll meet them halfway or if you are like cooperative or compromising, but they're not ready to like fully invest yet. The Sagittarius is walking away. They're upset that they have to walk away. They're not happy about walking away. There's something here about them feeling like they need to walk away, but they're not happy about it. The Capricorn is equally emotionally and physically attracted to you, okay? This person's very, very turned on by you emotionally and physically here. Yeah, they really like you. The Aquarius is lying to you about something and they're manipulating this situation. They are a liar and a manipulator, okay? The Pisces, they've got some very strong wounds here and boundaries. And they're basically looking at this with the attitude of, if it's meant to be, it will happen. Okay. Let's do the hidden truth. So if you're dealing with an Aries, the Aries believes you'll be together again and wonders if you're happy without them. Taurus feels let down by you. You speak to them through music. The Gemini loves you unconditionally, is not financially stable. The Cancer wants to feel that way again, is in a committed relationship. The Leo misses being with you, wishes you could go back. The Virgo wants to know if you'll ever make things right. They can't be with you. The Libra has trouble with intimacy and feels you leaving them behind. The Scorpio watches your social media and is starting to understand the connection. The Sagittarius feels like it's time for them to heal and would do it all again. The Capricorn needs security and feels like you broke their heart. The Aquarius misses seeing you, replays your conversations over and over. And the Pisces wants you back and daydreams about a life with you. So that's what I got for you guys, my friends. I really hope you enjoyed the messages or at least took something positive from it. Thank you to everybody who hits the like button and interacts with the video. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.